ברוכות הבאות תחת כנפי השכינה, ברוכים הבאים תחת כנפי השכינה. May you be blessed beneath the wings of Shekhinah. Be blessed with love, be blessed with peace.
Well, Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. It is so exciting to see so many of you here from so many different parts of Gabby's life to come together and share this very special afternoon of Bat Mitzvah. I know there are friends from school and friends from camp and so many relatives and friends from Hebrew school. And it is wonderful that we all come together to form one congregation to celebrate Gabby and her accomplishments. So welcome, everyone. And we want to make sure that you will participate. So even if you are unfamiliar with our service, I'd like you to have a prayer book in the front row. They're right underneath your seats, or else they're right in front of you. It is called a Mishkan Tefillah. And even if you are unfamiliar with our service, I know you can follow along in the English and the transliteration, and those who would like to join can also join us in the Hebrew. This is a participatory service, and therefore both Gabby, I, and the cantor very much look forward to your participation. Now, the very first thing that's going to take place before Gabby takes her place is that she is going to be physically marked as a bat b'nei mitzvah, just as every young man or woman here at our congregation is at the age of 13. Therefore, they unwrapped for the first time in a prayer shawl. And what makes the prayer shawl a ritual item is not the beauty of its cloth or its color, but the four corners, which represent the four corners of the Jewish world. And on each corner are tzitzit, or what are known as literally strings that are tied to represent the number 613, because that's how many commandments there are in the Torah. And if you ask Gabby, she memorized every one of them. All right, at least the top 10. So, Gabby, I'm going to ask you to take your place. I'm going to invite your very proud parents to come forward to enwrap you in the regal biblical color of purple that enhances the beautiful lavender that is surrounding us in our sanctuary. And it is a royal biblical color and very appropriate. And they're going to stand with you, Gabby, as you face the congregation and recite Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lihitatef b'tzitzit. Amen. All right, give him a hug. You'll see him soon.
Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to our Shabbat service at Temple Har Shalom. A special welcome to all those joining us over our live webcast. In preparation for our service, please take note that the sanctuary is an electronic-free space, and we request that you turn your cell phones to the off position. I've worked long and hard to reach this day, and I'm grateful for your presence. I hope that you will be attentive, considerate, and will fully participate in our worship. Like the generations before me, I have prepared to take my place as a bat mitzvah. Today, I participate in the first Jewish life cycle event. I am now committed to the mitzvot and teachings of our tradition. I pray that I may understand my responsibility as a Jew to show love to my family, kindness to the world around me, and maintain a connection with my people in her land of Israel. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shechachianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh.
And we're going to open up in our prayer books now to page 338.
Just read this, right? Every other. Oh, yeah.
I'm going to tell them now. Our opening reading of the Ashrei is to be done responsively. Page 338.
David's Song of Praise. I will extol you, my God and sovereign, and bless your name forever and ever.
Every day will I bless you and praise your name forever and ever.
Great is Adonai and much acclaimed. God's greatness cannot be fathomed.
One generation shall laud your works to another and declare your mighty acts.
The glorious majesty of your splendor and your wondrous acts will I recite.
They shall talk of the might of your awesome deeds, and I will recount your greatness.
They shall celebrate your abundant goodness and sing joyously of your benefits.
Adonai is gracious and compassionate, slow to anger and abounding in kindness.
Adonai is good to all, and God's mercy is upon all God's words.
All of your works shall praise you, Adonai, and your faithful ones shall bless you. We turn now to page 342. I would ask that you rise and join us in our chant.
יתגדל ויתקדש ברבה ועל עמד יברך ירותי וימליך מלכותי בחי יכולנו וימיכון ובחיי ג'חול בית ישראל בגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן יהי שמך ומבורך לעולם לעולמי עולמיה יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי קדושה בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תשביחי טובין נחמתה תמירה מעלמה ואמרו אמן.
There are times when the love of God burns so powerfully within your heart that the words of prayer seem to rush forth quickly and without deliberation. At such times, it is not you yourself who speak, rather it is though you are the words that are spoken.
On page 344, we continue together with Tefillah and remain standing as long as you are comfortable.
Adonai sefatifach ufi agi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah. Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanorah, El Elyon, Gomel Hasadim Tovim, V'konei Hakol, V'zocher Hadsei Avot v'Imahot, Umevi Geulam li b'nei b'neihem, Leman Shemo be'ahava, Melech Oser Umashia Umagen, Baruch atah Adonai, Megain Avraham, V'zrat Sarah. Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechaye hakol atarav le'oshia,
Mashiv haruach morid hagashem
Mechalkel ha'im bechesed, Mechaye hakol berachamim rabim. Somech noflim berofei holim. Umatmir asurim. Umechayem emunato. Lishenei afar. Micha mocha ba'al givurot. Umedo melach. Melech memit. Umechaye. Umatmiach Yeshua. On atat leho adko. Baruch atah Adonai. Mechaye hakol.
And we continue reading the English responsively.
Your might, O God, is everlasting. Help us to use your strength for good and not evil.
You are the source of life and blessing. Help us to choose life for ourselves and our children.
You are the support of the falling. Help us to lift up the fallen.
You are the author of freedom. Help us to free the captive.
You are our hope in death as in life. Help us to keep faith with those who sleep in the dust.
Your might, O God, is everlasting. Help us to use our strength for good.
For blessing and not for curse, for life and not death, for abundance, not war. Baruch atah Adonai, mechaye hakol.
Yai la 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 la, ya la 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 la, la 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 la, la, nikadesh et shimcha ba'olam. כשם שמעתי שמו טוב בשמי מרום, ככתוב על יד נביאך, וקרא זה לזה ואמר, קדוש, 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 אדוני צבאות, מלוא כל הארץ, כבודו, אדירה דירנו, Adonai, Adonenu, Ma'adir Shimcha, B'chol ha'aretz, Baruch kivod Adonai, B'imkomo, Echad hu Eloheinu, Hu Avinu Malkeinu, Hu Moshienu v'Yashmienu, ברחמיו לעיני כל חי. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהיך ציון, לדור ודור. הללויה. לדור ודור נגיד קודלך ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש לעולם ועד ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש Amen. Amen. Amen.
To all generations we will declare your greatness, and for all eternity proclaim your holiness. Your praise, O God, shall never depart from our lips. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Baruch atah Adonai, habokel hatosh.
And you may be seated. We continue on page 353, responsively.
For the good in us which calls us to a better life, we give thanks.
For the strength to improve the world with our hearts and hands, we give praise.
For the peace in us which leads us to work for peace, we are grateful.
For the gift of Shabbat, which renews us for life, we offer blessing.
Baruch atah Adonai, mechadesh hashabbat.
We are on page 355.
On this holy Shabbat, may we draw near to life, to peace, and to joy.
May we find true rest, holiness in our deeds, and worth in our study of Torah.
Let us feed on the love of goodness. Let us drink from the love of goodness. Restrain our thirst for excess and cleanse our hearts to serve life well.
On this holy Shabbat, may we draw nearer in life, in peace, and in joy. Baruch
Atah Adonai,
she'otacha
she'otacha
levadacha
levadacha
b'yirah
b'yirah
na'avod.
For the gift of our souls, for the promise of our lives, for all we are and all we might yet become, for the creative seed sown within our minds, whose nurturing can yield a grand harvest, for all these gifts we thank you, O God, and we pray that we may prove ourselves worthy.
May our
Lives be ripe with the fruit of compassion, sweetly sustaining those in need.
May we use our gifts
Wisely and with love, true messengers of blessing to the world.
Baruch atah
Adonai, Hatov Shimcha Ulecha Na'eh Lehodot. Please join me in Shalom Rav on the top of page 358.
Shalom Ra'av al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Ra'av al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Ki atah lechadon lechol hashalom. Ki atah lechadon lechol hashalom. Shalom ra'av al Yisrael amcha tasim le'olam. Shalom ra'av al Yisrael amcha tasim le'olam. V'tov v'einecha livarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol ed v'chol sha'ah b'shlomecha. Shalom ra'av al Yisrael amcha tasim le'olam. Shalom ra'av al Yisrael amcha tasim le'olam. Tasim le'olam. Tasim le'olam.
As we come together and follow along in our prayer book, there is always a time where we leave the written word and instead try to concentrate on the meaning and reason for us being together. I realize that within the room there is great excitement at being here with Gabby, at sharing in her bat mitzvah, and looking forward to the great celebration. But indeed, the most important part of this afternoon is what Gabby is doing right here on the bima and giving her your attention and respect. And I think her many friends who you need to know we see everything up here need to understand that we have great expectations, not only from Gabby, but most importantly from all of you. So as we prepare to pause, let us all appreciate why we are indeed here, our good fortune at being able to enter on a beautiful day when so much of the country is ravaged by natural disaster, where we are here to free to enter dressed and beautified and happy and celebratory. Even in the midst of family loss, we remember the importance of family togetherness and celebration. Even when we are challenged, we recognize our blessings. And it is Gabby to whom we thank for that, for bringing us together and reminding us what is important in life and where our priorities need to be. And so I ask that we pause for a few moments of our own private and quiet conversation.
lefanecha. Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri, vigoali, vigoali.
The highlight of any service is when we prepare to take the Torah from the ark, pass it from generation to generation, and ultimately it will end up in Gabby's arms so that she can carry the Torah through the congregation, greet each and every one of you, and be able to show you with her pride, her ability to carry Torah, but most importantly, the knowledge that is within it. And so I invite you to please turn in your prayer books to page 364. Just a reminder that our Torah service is the most sacred moment of our afternoon. The Torah is our most sacred object, and therefore we treat it with the same respect that we treat any human being. When it is out of the ark, we will rise in its presence, and we will not be seated again until it is comfortably on the bima. And likewise, while the Torah is in our midst, this would not be the appropriate time to enter or exit the sanctuary. And so, Gabby, I'm going to ask you to take your place. You can leave your prayer book. I'm going to wait for parents and grandparents to please come forward, and I'm going to ask everyone to rise, please.
Ki mitzion titzei Torah, Ki mitzion titzei Torah, udifar Adonai Yerushalayim, Baruch Shenatan Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Echad Eloheinu, Kadosh Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo.
Well, once again, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Shabbat Shalom. This is a time when you finally can talk and talk back, because we very much look forward to your participation. If you have not been to Temple Har Shalom before, it is our tradition to come down into the congregation and to discuss the Torah portion for two very important reasons. One is to give Gabby a minute to catch her breath after that long walk, right? And Gabby, also to give you a moment to truly sit back and appreciate this incredible group of people that have joined in celebration of you and your family. And second is to fulfill a very important mitzvah or command, and that would be the command that we all learn a lesson from Torah. Gabby is going to be our teacher today, and she has one lesson to teach, but it is always our obligation together to give Gabby a lesson that we hope she will carry forth as she moves forth from this day. So usually it takes quite some time to catch everyone up where we are in the Torah. But for all of your good sakes and one very quick service, we are only at the third portion of Torah. For those of you who may not be familiar with what Torah is, the scroll of which you noticed in our ark, we are gifted with many, are all exactly the same. They all have the first 5 books of the Bible: Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. It takes us 1 full year to make our way through the entire 5 books. And each and every Shabbat, morning and afternoon and through the week, we read one particular portion, and it will take us the yearly cycle to make it through. It was only 2 weeks ago that we started the Torah all over again. And that is how this afternoon we arrive at the third portion, Gabby's portion, known as Lech Lecha in the book of Genesis. Well, you are all familiar with the book of Genesis. It's the storybook of the Torah. The very first portion was creation. The second portion was destruction. And the third portion is let's pack up and get out of here. And that is literally exactly what is happening. A beautiful world was created. God literally was heartbroken when God witnessed what one human being could do to another. One of his creations, Cain killing a brother, Abel. So distraught was God that God wanted to destroy the world, never to know such hurt again. But the angels came forward and negotiated, and God decided, I will give life one more chance, and that was just this morning. So if you were in synagogue this morning and thought you knew the Torah portion, no, it changes in the afternoon. This morning we read from the story of Noah and the ark, and did you notice how it rained all week? It always does during the portion of Noah. And then it miraculously stops because we go forward some 700 years from that story and we open up to Gabby's Torah portion, known by 2 simple but profound words, Lech Lecha, get up and go. There is work to be done. Gabby, in truth, I can't think of a more meaningful portion for such a young woman as you. You have an inner drive and commitment and work ethic that is so admirable and reminds me of the ancestor that we meet in this Torah portion, and that would be Sarah and her companion, Abraham. And each of them shared a quality with you, Gabby, that we find not often in life. It's called courage. In watching you over these several years, you have embodied courage in so many ways, just as God came down to Abraham and Sarah and said, pack up and start moving, so did we, your community and your family, say the same thing to you. You packed up from a school that was familiar to a brand new one. You packed up your early years and entered the preteen years. You packed up all your childhood stories of what you've learned here at Temple Har Shalom, and all of a sudden had to go forth and struggle and learn your Hebrew. And with each and every journey, I won't say she made it look easy, but she made it look even better. She made it look meaningful. She embodied those projects and those courageous moments in life. And she's doing it again this very week, as in truth, I do think you are channeling some very special spirits, particularly that of your great-grandmother, Dot, whose life ended this past week, but whose spirit truly has enlivened you, because she was able to say farewell to a long, full, and gifted life, knowing that there is a very capable generation ready to move forward and take all that was so meaningful to her and carry it forward. So, Gabby, that's your lesson today. Lech lecha. May you always have the strength of character that you've exhibited to this moment. May you always have the kindness, the goodness, and the courage, and the ability to know there is work to be done, and that we know we can count on you to do the job. Mazel tov. At the beginning of our service, we talked of the importance of the talit and how it enwraps in tradition and in memory. Well, Gabby is most fortunate in her family to have several talesim which have a great deal of meaning and history and will enwrap her now. So as we call forward the very first aliyah, those who will bless the Torah before Gabby reads from it, we will be changing her talit and putting on the talit of Sharon's grandfather, Abraham, just like our ancestor, a father of many, who indeed enwraps you at this moment. And for our first aliyah, we welcome forward Debbie and David and Lori and Andrew, aunts and uncles, to come forward. He's right over here. Yes, that's fine. Thank you, no problem. Please. Baruch Adonai HaMarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher barakah b'nu mikol ha'olamim, v'natan et Torah, Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Right.
Amen. Ve'emech hasadim be'erot chemar vayanusu melech Sodom va'amorah vayaplu shama behani sarim haranasu vayichu et kol rechush Sodom va'amorah ve'et kol achlam vayilechu vayichu et lo ve'et rechusho ben achi Avram vayilechu Behu Yoshiv Bistom.
Sorry. Blessing after.
Baruch atah Adonai
a hug. And come on around and stay with us. And for our second Aliyah, as we welcome forward all of your grandparents, it's an honor to put on the talit of your dad, Michael's grandfather, Norman. And if only these talisim could talk, the stories they could tell. And I welcome forward your grandparents now for their Aliyah. Baruch Adonai Habarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher b'chaboru mikol ha'amim v'notan lanu et torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Vayavo hapalid vayagid la'avram ha'ivri vehu shochen be'elonei mamre ha'emori achi eshkol venachi aner vehem bale vri avram vayishma avram kinishba achiv vayarech et chanichav yeladei beito shmona asar Uslo Shmeo Vayir Dov Adon.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam natan b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Well, you can congratulate her and come on around. Mazel tov. Thank you very much. Mazel tov. Come join us right here. Oh, stay with us right here. Mazel tov.
Good.
And now, Gabby, for your third Aliyah, it's a pleasure to welcome forward your parents, Sharon and Michael.
Baruch Adonai Habarach.
Baruch Adonai Habarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher barach banu mikol hamim v'natan lanu et torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Vayichalek alehem laila hu vo'avodav vayakem vayirdefem ad chova asher mismol ladamaseg. Vayashev et kol charkush vegam et lo achiv urechusho heshiv vegam et hamlashim ve'et ha'am.
Blessing after.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam notah b'tuchenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Give 'em a hug.
Ta'amud Malakabat Mervechika Lichvod HaTorah Habat Mitzvah
Baruch et Adonai Hamvorah.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach Le'olam Ha'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bachar banu mikol hamim. V'natan lanu Torah emet. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Vayitze Melech Sodom likrato acharei shuvo mechako et kedar laomer vet hamlachim asher ito el emech shovei hu emech hamelech. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'hayei olam notah b'toheinu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Mazel tov, sweetie. I'm going to roll the Torah. Parents are going to speak to you. Mazel tov. Come on over here. Stand right here.
Gabby, as you know, I am my father's daughter, and since we all affectionately call my dad Waterworks Marty, I will do my best to get through this without too many tears. You've been telling me for months to stop getting so teary when I listen to you practicing your prayers or studying your Torah portion. But as you know, that's been very difficult for me. I don't get teary because I'm sad, but rather because I am so proud that I can't contain my emotions. Dad and I are proud of your perseverance. We're proud of your dedication. We're proud that because we know that you're not just reading the Hebrew words, but rather you've taken the time to understand their meaning, to take them to heart, and to think about how they apply to your life. The Torah portion that you just read so beautifully today seems especially relevant to you and how you approach life. Lech lecha means go, get out. And as I was researching more about the lessons of this story in the Torah, one of the interpretations I read explained that Lech lecha is the commandment not to get stuck in life, to move forward, to try new things, to be a better person than you thought you could be. And those words eloquently describe how you approach life, Gabby. Whether it's deciding on your own to go to sleepaway camp at just 8 years old, or joining the Valley View softball team even though you were the only 6th grader, or starting a new school in 7th grade without knowing anyone, you have always amazed us with your determination, your resilience, and your passion for everything that you do. But more than that, Gab, it is your kindness, your compassion towards others, and your willingness to go out of your way to be a good friend without expecting anything in return. We know this was a very difficult week. Your great-grandmother's passing was extremely sad and put a damper on an otherwise joyous occasion. But just as Lech Lecha teaches, you move on, you move forward, and you take the lessons that you learned from Grandma Dot, and you let them inspire you to be a better person, to take chances, to have confidence in yourself and your capabilities, and to know that you can accomplish anything you put your mind to, as long as you're willing to put in the hard work. So Gab, our prayer for you as you become a bat mitzvah is to take risks, to try new things, to challenge yourself to do more and to do better, to tell me and Daddy, or perhaps your grandparents, if we're being too overprotective, to surround yourself with good friends and family, to be mindful of others, but to also remember to take care of yourself, and to continue through life just as your great-grandmother did, knowing that life is not a dress rehearsal. Yasamech Elohim Kesara, Karivka, Karachel, Uleah. May God make you like Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yuneka. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yashem lecha shalom. May God bless you and keep you. May God's light shine upon you, and may God be gracious to you. May you feel God's presence within you always, and may you find peace.
It is now time for us to lift and dress the Torah, and I call forward cousins Ari and Benjamin, and I'd ask everyone to rise, please.
לפני בני ישראל, על פי אדוני ביד משה. יי די 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 Please be seated. Our Torah service continues with the chanting of the Haftarah, the additional and prophetic portion read on all Shabbatot and holidays. This afternoon's Haftarah comes from the prophet Isaiah.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar b'nvi'im tovim v'ratzav v'divreim hane'emarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai habocher b'Torah u'Moshe avdo u'Yisrael amo u'b'nvi'ei ha'emet v'tzedek. Lama tomar Yaakov udaber Yisrael nistara darki me Adonai ume Elohai mishpatei avor halo yadata imlo shamata Elohei olam Adonai borei kitzo haaretz lo yiga velo yiga ein cheker litvunato. No tain laya'ef koach u'ein omim atma yarbe v'yafu ne'arim v'yafu u'vechorim kashol yigashelu v'kovei Adonai yachalifu koach ya'alu ever kanisharim yarutzu velo yafu Yalchu velo iafu. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, tzor kol ha'olamim, sadik b'chol havdoro, Ha'el ha'ne'eman, ha'omer v'oseh, ha'mdaber kayim, shecho devarav emet v'tzedek, al ha'torah v'al ha'avodah v'al hanvivim v'al yom ha'shabbat hazeh, shenatat lanu Adonai Eloheinu, likdusha v'limnucha, lekavod ol tifaret, al hakol Adonai Eloheinu, anachnu modim lach, uvarchim otak, yitbarach shimha b'fi kol chai, tamim le'olam ba'ed, baruch atah Adonai, mechadesh ha'shabbat.
It is now time for us to return the Torah to the ark, and it's a pleasure to welcome forward cousins Brian and Isabella to come open the ark doors. And I'd ask everyone to rise, please.
Yitzchayim ilama chazikima vitumchea miusha Torchinu Shalom Hashivenu Adonai Eilecha v'nashuvah Chodesh Chodesh Yameinu Chodesh Yameinu Ki kedem.
It is now time for Gabby to share with you her teachings of the Shabbat afternoon.
Shabbat Shalom. My Torah portion is Lech Lecha from the book of Genesis, one of the 5 books in the Torah. In my portion, God tells Abram and Sarai to pack up all the things that are most important to them and leave their land, because God needs a good leader for his new people. So Abram and Sarai got up and went to Canaan with Abram's cousin Lot. On the way to Canaan, Abram changes his name from Abram to Abraham, and Sarai changes her name to Sarah. Lech Lecha, which means get up and go in Hebrew, teaches us that when we are commanded to do something, we must follow and do our best to do what is asked of us. Becoming a bat mitzvah is very important to me. Even though it included lots of long hours of practice and studying, it was all worth it to create the connection between myself and my religion. As a bat mitzvah, I am an adult member of my congregation. I can participate in more Jewish traditions, such as fasting for Yom Kippur and wearing a tallit when I am in the synagogue. It also strengthens my bond with Judaism and Israel. Part of becoming a bat mitzvah is giving back to my community and people in need. I've been so fortunate as to have all I could ever possibly need and want, but others are not as fortunate. As my bat mitzvah project, I collected diapers and baby goods for mothers in need in support of Moms Helping Moms, a nonprofit organization helping mothers to receive necessities for their babies if they don't have access to it. Together, with support from my family, friends, our congregation, and the Orchard Academy / Mountaintop Preschool, we've collected 2,784 diapers, along with lots of baby wipes and bath products. It really means a lot to me to be able to give back, and I would like to thank you all for helping me to do this. I would like to thank Cantor Berman and Rabbi Matsniski for helping me so much along my journey of becoming a bat mitzvah. The dedication and hard work you put in to help me reach this moment is greatly appreciated, and I will cherish it forever. To Mrs. Hasid, thank you for putting up with my terrible singing and my attempt at reading my Aliyahs and Haftarah. You have forever changed my life and the view I have on Judaism. I hope that we can continue to have our bond grow stronger. And to my parents, who drove me to temple constantly or always pushing me to practice my Hebrew, especially my mom, Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to become a bat mitzvah and learn so much about my religion. I couldn't have done it without your constant reminders to practice and your love. And to all my friends and family who have supported me throughout all of this and are here to witness such an important moment in my life, thank you. I'd also like to give a shout out to my great-grandmother, Grandma Marilyn, who inspired me to hold on to all of my memories and fill my life with amazing stories. I love you so much, and I'm so glad that you're able to share this special moment with me. While my great-grandmother is here to celebrate with me, I would like to talk about my great-grandma Dot, who passed away on Sunday. She may not physically be here, but she is here with me in my heart and spirit. She was an amazing woman who will always have had such an important impact on me. From the time I was a baby, I remember sitting on her couch, looking at the flowers on her windowsill, playing with her remote, and eating ravioli with vodka sauce. The last time I went to visit Grandma Dot, she told me 2 stories that really stood out to me. The first story was about her father, Abraham, who helped many people during the Great Depression. She told me that he owned a grocery store that was known all throughout town. During this time of adversity for his community, he would let people take food for free, but he made sure that when they had the funds, they would pay him back. This really stood out to me because it made me feel great to know that my family made an impact on people's lives. It also taught me that it's important to help out the less fortunate when you have a chance to. The second story was about her bat mitzvah. Grandma Dot grew up very religious. At her temple, women could not read from the Torah. When she got older, she and some women in her congregation decided to get bat mitzvahed at 90 years old because it was so important to her to be connected to Judaism. This story taught me that no one can stop you from achieving your dreams. And if there's anyone who showed that to me, it was Grandma Dot. She was one of the only women optometrists at her age. She proved to everyone around her that she was just as smart as any man in that class and became extremely successful. When I grow up, I hope I can attempt to fill her shoes and grow up to be amazing as she was. I would like to end with a blessing for myself. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam. May my life be filled with friends, family, health, happiness, and amazing stories.
Abby, those spontaneous applause are meant for you and how you've touched us all. But I would be remiss if we've all spent a lot of time thanking you for this moment. But I want to take just a moment to thank your parents, because we need to be so appreciative of a committed Jewish family that has raised such a committed and wonderful Jewish daughter and has a son, Nathan, soon to follow in her footsteps in just a few very short years. We don't ever take that for granted, and we are most gracious that you have been a gift. But it has been brought here with many hands and many generations that have helped to mold you. And Gabby, I hope we'll have the chance to continue molding you into a very long and healthy and fulfilling Jewish life ahead. So mazel tov to you, and thank you for enhancing not only our Shabbat, but also our people and our faith. And your congregation wants to say thank you and present a few gifts as well. So if I may, I'm going to call upon a vice president of our congregation, Greg Paradise, to share with you some gifts.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. First of all, congratulations to Michael and Sharon and all the other family and friends here that have traveled to be with us today. It's an honor and a blessing to represent our community and the Board of Trustees at this service and join in your special time today. So I'll just say a few words. Gabby, you did a fantastic job today. I know this was very meaningful to you and everyone who's here with you. Just look out at all these people. And I've been watching your mother, and I don't think she's taken her eye off you the entire time, no matter what happened. She keeps peering around the side and taking a look. They're very proud of you, and they should be. So I've had the pleasure of knowing you for a few years now, and I know one of the passions that you shared that my son participated in also was Taekwondo. And in anticipation, I actually spoke with your instructor, Mr. Sanchez, and he praised your dedication to the Impact Instructor Training Program that you completed, and your caring work with a lot of the children in our community, and just had a lot of good things to say, and those same qualities hopefully will serve you well in life. We hope you remember this as a beginning and not a finale in your Jewish education, and hopefully you'll participate in our wonderful Hebrew High program here. Maybe you won't get as far as your grandma Dot and keep studying until 90, but maybe 17 or 18. So we do have a few gifts for you in here. We don't have to take them all out, but you can have this. There's a Kiddush cup that is for you. There's a certificate from NIFTY, the National Federation of Temple Youth, that provides a discount off any URJ Youth Israel program. There's also a certificate here that's been signed commemorating today from the temple. There's a certificate from the Bridgewater JCC for a free year of teen membership. A JNF certificate that a tree has been planted in Israel that was graciously paid for by our temple's sisterhood. So on behalf of the whole temple board and community, I wish you and your family Mazel Tov on this fantastic achievement, and we wish you all the best in the future. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It is time for us to now join in our concluding prayers. Shortly, we will be rising again before the open ark and then sharing a special blessing with Gavi. You may have noticed that her parents fulfilled the obligation of every Jewish parent at this time of coming of age, but it is often rare that the parents will actually recite the Hebrew and bless their child directly. So therefore, Gabby, as they have already bestowed upon you what we know as the priestly benediction, the cantor and I have a special treat for you. So we're going to continue page 586. Nathan, I'm going to ask you to come up and help your sister open the ark doors. And I'm going to ask everyone to rise, please.
עלינו לשבח אדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הרצון, ולא שמענו כמשפחות אדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם וגורלנו ככל עמונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ויאמרו יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמעו to a land that I will show you. Lech lecha, to a place you do not know. Lech elach, on your journey we will bless you.
Gabby, our prayer for you is lechilach. May you go forth on your life's journey with the blessings of health, happiness, joy, and always peace. Amen. We do ask that you please remain standing, for always, whenever we come together as a congregation, we remember those who are no longer physically present with us, but who are very much alive within our hearts and within our memories. On this Shabbat, we commemorate the yortzites, the anniversaries of those who died at this season in years past. We remember those who have died in recent days. Always we remember those of the American Armed Forces and the Israel Defense Forces who have given their lives in defense of America and the land of Israel, and most particularly on this day of Bat Mitzvah. We remember two who have recently lost their lives, upon whose shoulders Gabby stands this very day, Great Aunt Esther Regent and great-grandmother Dorothy Dot Lipman. For those known to us and unknown to us, for those who have loved ones to remember them, and those who have no one left to remember them, we say Kaddish as a congregation, page 598. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah, v'yalmad divrach cherutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei kol beit Yisrael, b'agala u'bizman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam amei amaya. Yitbarak v'yishtabak v'yitpa'ar v'yitraman v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudusha b'ruchu le'olam yimkol birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechamata da'amiran v'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba mim shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. We pray that the source of peace will send peace to all who mourn and comfort all the bereaved among us, as we all say, Amen. And you may be seated. Well, we always end our service wishing sweetness and bounty to our B'nai Mitzvah. And to help add to the sweetness and bounty, it's a pleasure to call forward Nathan. Come on back up. Join your sister with all the cousins, Joshua, Brian, Isabella, Matthew, Maya, and Alexander. And all you're going to have to do is eat. Can you handle that? Yeah? Okay. Gabby, hold up the Kiddush cup.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Amen.
L'chaim.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'te'avon.
Well, go ahead, pull it apart.
Shabbat shalom, everyone.
And mazel tov.
Shabbat shalom, everyone. Please feel free to get up out of your seats and wish each other a Shabbat shalom.